Okay, y'all, let's get into it. Tyler Perry claims accuser is using questions about his sexual orientation to force a settlement, says he won't back down. Those questions have nothing to do with the case. Now, if anybody know that Tyler Perry is basically dealing with a court case, for sexual harassment or harassment or in that nature. So he basically has been dealing with it. So now the accuser, he wants to kind of bring up the fact that, hey, he is like this way, like he's basically gay, and this could be the reason why he kept trying to force himself or intimidate him on a sexual level, is because he liked it. Because if anybody knows, Tyler Perry still haven't came out the closet. So Tyler Perry is really trying to keep a lot of stuff under wrap, because he feel like, what is the purpose of us speaking on certain things or saying certain things in the court case? Because it's like, what do they have to do with it? It's kind of like, why do me being gay or not gay have to do with the case? If you're trying to shake me down, it's kind of like he's trying to force him out the closet. The accuser is trying to force Tyler Perry out the closet because he feel like that will make his case. Now, this is what I have to personally say about this. I think that this is the most craziest thing, and the reason why I sit up here and say this is, like I said, once again, we got to stop putting celebrities on a high pedestal, and y'all feeling like just because they have money and they done made a couple of plays and they had a certain role that was a good person, that all of a sudden that's their character. It's called acting. That's where they was good at it. So it's kind of crazy when I look at comments and people talk about, why would he do that? And First of all, why do a lot of them do a lot of things? Now, this accuser, I do feel like that he's trying to ask for way more money that is required. Now, I'm not trying to take away from what people are going through, and especially when they come out, but stories like this really kind of make me side-eye certain people and their intentions. Is because and somebody made a good point too, I hate when people accuse or basically expose these celebrities for being, a certain type of way behind closed doors, and they say they deal with trauma and stuff like that, and then they sue them for a certain amount of money, and then once that person pay them off, they good. Like, no, like the next step, I don't care what you sit up here and say, you can't pay me to be quiet, or you cannot shut me down when it comes down to me exposing you, because you have done something to me to violate my trust and my respect. You going to jail. That's the only thing. I don't want to see. I mean, understandable, because a lot of times these people are from a certain type of let me keep it real, they ain't making the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have the money, they don't have the finances like that. So when they do sue a celebrity for anything costing them, yes, they rather have the money instead of justice. But I feel like that when justice be locking this person up, if this person have violated you or your child or something like that, why, when a person sit up here and put a number on something, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll be quiet. No, stand on it. That's the only thing I don't like about, when accusers or people come forward about a celebrity or somebody in a higher power, and then it's kind of like all they got to do is write them a check and then they out of there. With this situation, it's the same way with this guy. Now, you was on the Tyler Perry shows. I want to say Tyler Perry had promised him a lot of stuff, and then also, Tyler Perry had gave him money in the past, but Tyler Perry also came on to him. I do feel like Tyler Perry tried to get with him, and this is the crazy thing about it. I'm not gonna lie, I just look at Tyler crazy, like, this is what you get, because the simple fact is that you are a billionaire. That just shows you how sometimes a person's ego can literally get in the mix and ruin them. Because, not trying to be funny, let's just say you in the closet, right? You're in the closet. You ain't never been exposed, but you know what I'm saying, whatever. That's what you want to do. That's your business. But my whole thing is that it's plenty sites and people that you could have messed with and had them sign an NDA, and you could have kept your private life private. But no, you kept going after this one particular man that, let's just keep it real, he wasn't attracted to you. Even if he was gay, I don't think he was attracted to Tyler. But Tyler feeling like, oh, I got money, I'm in a higher power, I got shows. It's kind of like, oh, okay, my ego is so big. Why would you want me? He don't want you. You know what I'm saying? You was giving sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was giving sugar daddy. And it's kind of like, he used you, he baited you. And I don't even, and this is the funny thing about it. I was reading on this report. The man wasn't even baiting Tyler Perry. Like, it wasn't like he was seducing Tyler and making him believe that, oh, this is what it is. Crazy thing about it, it was more so of like, it was just going with the flow. But it was like, it was definitely given that he was like not into Tyler. He was really low-key disgusted. So it's kind of like, yeah, he went, you know, he dealt with Tyler and, you know, caught himself trying to go with the flow. But when it was time to, you know what I'm saying, you know, bend over and repay or whatever, he was like, I ain't going for that. And let's just keep it real. Women do it all the time to these celebrity men. They don't be wanting these celebrity men. They don't be wanting these celebrity men. Like, these men go after women that they know for a fact that if they was the average dude, or if they wasn't, you know, making what they wanted to make, they wouldn't even be able to speak to these women. But they do go after these women, and then they know usually if they have to pay or something like that, that's the agreement. Like, let's just keep it real. That's the agreement. Like, so we can't play dumb and feel like that, oh, this man, he, you know, if Tyler was doing this, then he, no. I feel like he was going with the flow. And then when Tyler was just kind of like, oh, yeah, let's be together, let's mess around with this, he got in his feelings, because it was kind of like the dude still wasn't going for it. Men do it all the time. Like, you know, when it comes down to certain women, they'll use them and, you know, and really not be into them and go with the flow. And then next thing you know, they like, yuck, like, ugh, when it's time to pay up on their end, whether it's giving up butter, whatever, it's kind of like they ain't going for it. They gonna make up every excuse. And I feel like that, but it does take away from real victims. I do feel like him trying to bring up the fact that he wants that to be kind of exposed in the courtroom of Tyler Perry's sexual preference is making a point of his case to be like, hey, you know, this is not a straight man that is trying to, you know, pressure and push me to deal with them. This is a man that's in the closet, that's on the down low or whatever. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know, his sexual preference should be brought up, because it's kind of like, if you don't like men's and that ain't your type, then it's kind of like, yeah, this whole case definitely would go another way. But if you do like men's and you're in the closet, yes, that will play a big part too, because that's like you accusing, let's just keep it real, that's like a regular person accusing somebody else of being gay, and then it's like, and oh, I'm not gay, what do you mean, like, it's just a play on words to me. So I personally feel like Tyler Perry should definitely I don't feel bad for Tyler. What y'all think? Because I personally don't feel bad for Tyler Perry, because you are a billionaire. You could have sit up here and definitely dealt with somebody in a discreet matter and just paid and went on about your business. But no, you kept pursuing, let's just keep it real, these younger, different race men with your black power behind. You always pick up black power. And you know what's so crazy? And this just made me think about a perspective. Somebody did, it's a lot of videos on Tyler Perry, but this what kind of made me feel a certain type of way too. They said if you ever notice about Tyler Perry movies, he's always making like darker skinned or brown skinned people in the movies and plays be the villain and be this and be that. And then he always like making the light skinned people or the different race people be a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying? Like they are it's like they're the savior, and they're the peacemaker and stuff like that. And I never did notice that until the person started literally popping up different clips and different movie clips of Tyler. And I was like, wow, he really do be color struck on some more stuff too. And then it's like, not trying to be funny, when all this stuff had came out, he had just did a powerful BET speech. A powerful BET speech. Next thing you know, you get exposed by not one, but over, I think, 2 men. And I really do think it's more than that, because it's another man that's the queen of means or whatever. He even came out about a director that was basically trying to pursue him and trying to kind of like force himself and his power on him to kind of like take over the show, or, you know, just coming at him in a sexual way. And he said he had recordings. I do believe it. And I do believe it's Tyler. Allegedly. I don't want to get sued, but I'm just saying though. I'm just saying allegedly. I feel like Tyler Perry has been doing this, and he feels like that he's just like another person with money. Like, oh, I got the money, so yeah, you know, you gonna fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to fold. I want what I want. Go pay for it. Go on. He could have just paid for it with some male escort, and he could have or just go for the people you know. Why are you trying to still pursue people that is not into you? Like this gas, and people like, well, if he was and I ain't gonna lie, because the other man ain't innocent. The accusers, the 2 guys that's coming out, they not innocent either in this situation, because it is true. Like, why was y'all still messing around when it came back to, you know, or why would y'all still even dealing with him if he made y'all feel uncomfortable the first 2 times? But let's just keep it real. They was using Tyler. Tyler already know, he put it in their ear like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a show. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They try to better their career. And I'm just gonna keep it real. For people to be acting like, oh wow, they this, they that. Do I feel like they all the way a victim? No. Do I feel like that they are definitely mad and bitter? Yes. Because I feel like that now Tyler was just kind of like, you know, y'all, you don't want to pay up? All right, peace out. And I think that's what really pissed him. That's what really pissed him off. But he got to charge to the game too. The accuser got to understand though, like, come on now. You got as much as you did out of Tyler. You rarely had, because I ain't gonna lie, they said he didn't even have that much talent, the dude or whatever. So it's kind of like, you got as much as you got out of Tyler. You got to charge to the game. Move on. You didn't want Tyler Perry, even if you are, you know what I'm saying, you know, gay. I don't think the man was gay either, but I'm just saying, though, it's just the fact is that you know what you was doing. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Tyler moved on to someone else, and now you in your feelings because you feel like, oh, wow, like, you know, it's like, what about me? You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. That's just like somebody who got a crush on you. It's only so much they gonna keep on trying to get with you, and then after a while, they gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm finna move on. Now you're like, what's going on? It's giving Steve Urkel and Laura. Remember? Like, Steve Urkel was on her, and that's thing, you know, she just kept on bugging. Then that's thing, you know, it's like when he moved on, you like, oh, I want to be with you. So that's kind of like one of the type of things I just feel like. But what do you guys feel about that Tyler Perry incident? Because I really feel like that's just, I don't know. I definitely feel like karma is a mud. And I ain't going to say that's really karma, but I do feel like Tyler Perry, I don't feel bad for Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, you was a billionaire. Like, why was you even hounding people that had lesser than you? You could have, if you want to get your fix, you could have definitely went through a whole male escort, had them sign an NDA. It could have still been living your secret life. You know what I'm saying? Now, next thing you know, now you in court trying to let the people know, I don't want to serve if I'm good or not, because that ain't got nothing to do with the case. And, like, okay. But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it still looks bad. And you know what I'm saying? And now, all it takes is one person. That's why Drake said it best. You can't be dealing with people that don't have nothing to lose, because they'll help you lose everything. This man definitely was not even a top-tier actor, and he didn't have a lot of stuff going for himself. The other accuser was talking about how he was begging Tyler to, okay, you pay for my dad dental work and all this type of stuff. So it's kind of like you was messing with these men, and your intentions was to prey on them in their situation. Oh, let me go ahead and give you some money. Let me give you a part in a TV show. Let me tell you that I'm finna give you a whole TV show and this and that. And it just caught up with you. Yes. It's like these celebrities ain't perfect, but these victims, some of these victims need to be mindful too. Like, if you sign up and trying to play a role with a person, that's a part of the game. You got what you got out of him, and he got, do I feel like this man deserve any money out of Tyler Perry? No. And I don't shame victims, but I don't feel like he should. I feel like Tyler Perry has given him as much as he, he needed. Like, he probably did way more than what he needed. Like, go on, get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even give Tyler no behind. That's the thing about it too. I be pissed off. Tyler like, man, you want millions out of me from, text message or me try to get with you and try to trick on you here and there. There you go, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even get to tell. I'd be so mad if I was Tyler, like, no, I ain't finna give you no millions of dollars. And, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't gave you way more than, way more than enough for nothing that you have done. Like, come on now. Like, I just don't think that's right. So I ain't gonna lie and say that Tyler should definitely play the accuser, but I do feel like that, it should be an eye-opener to be mindful, because I mean, Tyler Perry has definitely kept his sexuality, in the hiding, and he also, even with his child, Tyler Perry I think Tyler Perry, we to this day, we thought Beyonce was hiding them kids. Tyler Perry, they hit that one son for so long. We don't know what age he could be. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a picture. It ain't nothing in sight. I mean, shoot, his son could probably go out tomorrow and be chilling somewhere and won't nobody know unless he just make it be known. That's how private Tyler Perry has been with his life. Do I feel like he should be forced to say something about his sexuality? I mean, no. That's the same way with Luther Vandross and, and how he lived his life. It's different reasons why people want to be known for it. And it's kind of like they don't want that stigma on them. They don't comfortable. I feel like nobody should force nobody to kind of like come out and say stuff. But by him dealing with this case, your sexual preference definitely should be, in question. Like, are you gay or are you not? Because I'm not trying to be funny. Like, we're in this man that says he's not gay, this accuser who says he's not gay, saying that you kept trying to force yourself onto him. And, and you retaliated by firing him or letting him go or whatever. And it's kind of like, yeah, so we need to know. Because if you're not gay, then, yeah, that's a big factor. But if you are, now we got to go to try to figure out. But I feel like Tyler don't want to say nothing because he already know. Like, if he lie and say, oh, no, I'm not like this, and then that man got all type of voice and text messages and stuff like that, you have ruined your case because now you're a liar. Now they finna go ahead and find you guilty, because it's kind of like, how could we trust you? You didn't tell the truth about that. And I think that's the reason why he like pressing the issue about he don't want to speak on it. But I'm trying to tell y'all, sometimes no answer is worse than the answer. Sometimes I know people be like, well, you ain't got to pay, but no answer is sometimes worse than an answer. It's like, it's either a yes or no question. Now, nobody said you had to elaborate on it, but it's just the fact is that by you, I plead the fifth. Excuse me? If I wasn't like something, I'm standing on it. No, that's not me. That's not my sexual preference. Or if it is, yes, that is one of my sexual preference. But, in this case, let's go. If you ain't got nothing to hide. I'm just saying. What's T? What y'all think?